Hello everyone, especially the garlic lovers and planters. Today we're going to plant our garlic. It's mid-October, beautiful day. Actually it's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. Going to get this tilled up, got some chicken manure in there, and we'll further amend it once we've got the garlic planted. We're going to get the Troy-Bilt rear tine rototiller through here, so let's get started. The tilling went pretty well. Here's our garlic patch. We usually hope to put in about 1,500 to 2,000 bulbs. We'll see how many we have left over this year. We've got some good sheep manure here. It's been mixed thoroughly. We've added some bone meal and blood meal to it just for a little assistance in growing. Now we'll go ahead and start planting our garlic. Here's a little garlic planting tool I just threw together with some parts I had laying around here. The handle is an old shovel handle, and the dowels here are just an old handle as well. I had just an old broom handle, and I've gone ahead and glued them in. This was just an old 2x4 I had sitting around, and that'll make our holes for us quickly and easily. Now there's 10 dowels there, so that'll help us really keep track of how many we plant. Usually we just guess by the time we're done. So now we're over here just throwing our compost and manure on top of our plot bed. And as we push the dowels into the soil, that'll push the manure down with the clove. We'll get to sit in that all winter, and we'll be hopeful that they turn into giant garlic bulbs. Alright, here's what we've gone and done, just to show you how we amended this manure even more. We got our blood meal here. How much are we going to put in? A cup. Now we've got our blood meal we're going to throw in, the same amount. Another cup of that.
This is bone meal.
Didn't I say bone meal?
No, I said bone meal.
Here comes a cup of bone meal. The blood meal is good for development of the bulb. The bone meals will help it grow out of the ground. Now we're just going to mix that up and continue spreading it. Alright, so I'll show you how this little contraption works we have here. We just put it into the soil, step down on it, give it a bit of a wiggle, pull it out. Look at that. 10 perfect holes. And go on to the next one. This speeds up planting like you wouldn't believe. Now if you are using bone meal anywhere in your gardens and you have animals, they will be attracted to it. As you can see, I already have paw prints going through here. The dogs were smelling that bone meal, thinking they were getting themselves a delicious treat. So just to give you an example on how quickly this works, I've made here 10 rows, which is 100 holes, and just made 100 holes in under a minute. That's a huge time saver. So we'll just keep going. Here are our leftover garlic bulbs that we saved. We sold probably more than we should have, but we'll see how many we get out of here to replant for next year. Hopefully we've got it over 1,000. So here's a little tip for anybody planting garlic for the first time, is you want the point to stick up, and this is where the roots will eventually come out of. If you plant them upside down, they will grow, but they'll kind of look like a golf club, and they won't really grow as big as they should. So pointy end up, flat end down. All of our bulbs here are planted about the depth of your finger, 3 inches below, and then of course we'll cover that with soil. And then on top of that, we'll cover it with straw, which you'll see a little bit later. So we've got this little section planted here with our garlic, and we've managed to put in about 1,100, which is good. Now I'm going to take this broom and sweep the top. We still have about half a bucket left, which might be around another 600 or 700 there. Hopefully get those in, but we'll get this top swept up, get this garlic covered. And then we'll have to put our fence up to keep these guys out. Because once we put the straw down, they'll be in there digging straw, picking oats like crazy. Got our bed brushed in here. I got a temporary fence put up. Keeps the dogs out, keeps the chickens out, and it'll actually hold the straw in place until it gets wet and packed down. And that'll sit over there for the winter. The straw, putting it over top, will actually help heat up the ground quicker in the spring, so it sprouts quicker. It'll also help retain moisture and keep the weeds down. So let's throw down some straw and we'll be done. We're back and we're done. What a feeling of satisfaction having this planted. There's still a little bit more we got to do, but this is our main bed of garlic and that is amazing. It's nice you can plant a fall crop like this, get it done and out of the way. There's just so much to do in the spring, and as far as planting goes and everything else. So with any luck like this year, we'll see this garlic maybe by the end of July. Worst case scenario, early August. If you're not sure what to do with the scapes that you're supposed to cut off the garlic, so rather than the garlic go to seed, it transfers the energy to the bulb. Watch one of my prior videos. You can make garlic paste out of the scapes and it is delicious. You can add it to all sorts of meat, ground beef, mix it together, make the best hamburgers you'll ever have in your life. Be sure to check that video out. Anyway, there it is, fall garlic's planted. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully this helps somebody plant their garlic, and we'll see you in the next video.